With unemployment rates in New Mexico at 6.7%, finding a job can be difficult unless you know where to look. According to collegerecruiter.com, more than 80% of job openings aren't even posted. Well, here to help us find that hidden job market is Autumn Collins with the University of New Mexico's Office of Career Services. Hi, Autumn.
Hi, how are you?
Well, it's great to have you here.
Thank
So
you.
many people need a job right now. So what is the #1 tip that you can give a recent high school student or a college graduate or high school graduate on how to find their summer and or full-time part-time job?
#1 tip I would say is networking.
Okay.
And networking really has 3 elements. It's not just I know everybody on the planet and they want to hire me and
Right.
asking some strangers for a job. That doesn't work.
It doesn't work that way.
You do need to
No.
know people. So you have to ask people if you're looking for employment, ask them. The second element, so knowing people, the second element would be they have to like you. You have to like them. They have to be very genuine relationships. It can't just be sort of smattering and asking all your friends for jobs.
Because there's that fear. You don't want people to think you're using them and being
Right.
nice to them just because you want a job.
They
So
need
you
to be
really want to
genuine.
establish a real genuine relationship.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And then the third piece has to be you have to be competent. So just because you know people, it might be your cousin or your uncle, and then you get hired, and they like you and they love you because you're family. But if you don't show up to work on time or you don't actually follow through, then those pieces you might get fired or it might not work out.
Such a good point. Such a good point. Well, I mentioned at the top that there's something called the hidden job market. Can you explain what that means?
The hidden job market is almost like that iceberg theory.
Okay.
So you only see the tip of the iceberg in those sort of, let's say websites or let's say Albuquerque Journal, places that you might look for employment. Even places like the actual company's job site. They posted that job. They already had a number of people in mind before that. And
In-house a lot of times too.
Absolutely. So I'll explain the process a little bit, and that is 80% of the jobs actually may never even be posted. Wow. So that was where networking comes in. So if I were a hiring manager, and let's say I was hiring at KRQE, and I was like, I knew somebody who Nikki knew, or Nikki knew somebody, and they were applying, and then there was someone else who's a stranger, just a blank resume or a general resume.
Right.
I would probably call in the one who knew Nikki, put that resume up on top, and I might actually put them up for an interview faster than the person I never knew
There's
before.
something to be said for knowing someone, like you said.
Absolutely.
So what would you say if you had to give a tip for really effective networking, in addition to knowing people and being genuine? What else would you say?
So I would say, okay, obviously asking for help.
Okay.
Networking is the
good
opportunity to ask for help. It's really that idea that people like to help other people.
Yes.
You'd be surprised.
It's so true.
It's really not this sort of like, oh, I'm schmarmy and I'm going to just use people and try and get jobs. It really is like, if I had a job that I knew of that you were looking for, I'd be like, oh, I'd be happy to help you.
See, and people don't realize people really do want to help you. And so how can job seekers contact UNM's Office of Career Services?
So our website's fabulous for resources.
Okay.
career.unm.edu. And just call our office during the business hours. It's 8 to 5, sorry, and it's 277-2531.
Perfect.
And we see community members, students, alumni. Be happy to help.
It's great. Autumn, thank you so much.
My
I know
pleasure.
you've helped a lot of people this morning. Thank you.